Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage here at MAGFest 2016.
You're up.
I have the usual suspects with me, starting with
Sin.
and then
Captain Joker.
and then and we are with
The Super Soul Bros.
So, do us a favor. Go down the line, introduce yourselves individually first.
I'm Robbie Benson. I play keyboards and left-hand bass keyboards.
Right?
I'm Alex Bonbon. I play tenor saxophone. I'm Brian Chu. I play guitar.
Finish? It's cool.
I'm Christian Manzana. I play trombone and the occasional MC.
Alright.
I'm Bill Smolik and I play the trumpet.
Woo! Excellent. Clearly we have a trumpet player in our midst. So first and foremost, we saw you guys twice yesterday. Dope sets both.
Absolutely.
Afternoon show and the secret show.
Secret show.
Which was also really awesome. Great special guests too. Do us a favor, just tell us a little bit about what you guys do. First and foremost, like your brand of music and how you blend things.
Well, basically the catchphrase that we've come up with, or the slogan, is live video game music with soul. I mean, a lot of us are musicians. We don't just play in this band, we play in a lot of bands. We're working musicians, but kind of a common thread is like jazz influence, soul, R&B, funk. So that's basically what we do. We play video game songs with a funky, jazz, fusion, soulful vibe.
Yeah. So, how do you guys decide what songs you're gonna play?
How do we decide that?
A lot of the tunes that we grew up with, actually. So we started by learning a lot of rep that we already knew, pretty much. And then as time went on, we got kind of tired of playing those tunes. And then, well, no, not really, but people started requesting more and more tunes, and we started just charting out tunes for our fans, pretty much, so that they could hear it.
Actually, we do a Twitch stream where people send us YouTube links and we'll figure out songs on the spot on our Twitch stream. So we'll play live music on an internet stream, and we're learning songs on the spot, so our repertoire is always growing.
That's great. So look, as individual musicians in other bands, how do you find time to get together to practice? To kind of like, how do you do that?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what the Twitch stream is all about. It's like we do it weekly, twice a week actually.
Okay.
So Fridays and Sundays, and it's like a rehearsal. It's also a performance, and it's a way to learn new stuff.
Okay.
So it's a very consistent thing for us, and that's our regular way of meeting up and going over things.
That's cool. Now, have you ever had somebody make a suggestion like on the Twitch stream that you just decided this needs to be in our regular repertoire? We need to put that. Has that happened?
Absolutely.
What stood out?
The Twitch stream is relatively young, so we've only been doing it a couple months now.
Okay.
But Sticker Brush Symphony from Donkey Kong 2, that was requested a lot in the chat, and so then we finally pulled up the link, listened to it, and I really want that to be in our main repertoire now. Yeah.
Now, let's talk MAGFest a little bit. This is our first trip to MAGFest, and we're from here. You guys are West Coast, right? From the West Coast. How did you guys know about MAGFest? Is this the first time you guys have been here? You've done this before? Is this your second time? Second time here, so how did you find out about MAGFest?
So, we were playing an event called Rockage, which is in San Jose, California. That's where we're based, is San Jose, in Silicon Valley, kind of near San Francisco. Rockage is another kind of like very small scale version of what MAGFest is. It's a festival that celebrates retro games and independent music. So there are some bands that play video game songs, but there's a bunch of other bands that do other stuff too. We played there 1 year, 2 years ago, and Dominic, who's like one of the main executive directors of MAGFest, went there to check it out, and we hit it off, and so he loved what we do. He's another great keyboardist, and he plays funky, jazzy kind of renditions of video game songs too. So that was how we found out about MAGFest, and how they found out about us. And then we applied, and things worked out.
How have you enjoyed it so far? Have a pretty on it so far?
Yeah.
Yee!
It's probably one of our favorite
Do
crowds.
you get a chance to go and play games or anything? Like, have you had a chance to? Yeah.
We've broken up the march works, so we get
So you have a chance to go and kind of get out.
We've got, my girlfriend broke it all into shifts, so we've all got like 2-hour shifts throughout the whole weekend. So like 2 of us are guaranteed here at all times, and then the rest of us can go off and do whatever. This is only our 2nd year, so we're still trying to work out the kinks and how to make it work.
Now, I do have a question that I'm going to pose to all of you, but before I do that, I want to talk about this really quickly. This is, honestly, seriously, this is probably the dopest thing I've seen at MAGFest. Like, I think this is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, it's retro. How did this idea to take your music and your video and stuff come about to make this into a USB on a retro SNES cartridge?
Right, so this is basically a repurposed Super Nintendo cartridge with a flash drive inside. It's got a USB 2.0 cable. And it's only like a 2 gigabyte capacity, but it's enough to have our whole discography and some HD video concerts and extra stuff. I just remember as a kid, I would go to Goodwill and I'd see these old games, like old NES cartridges, and like the old like Nintendo and Duck Hunt and Metroid, they had that same aesthetic, like that pixelated icon. And I thought it'd be really interesting to make your own, to make our own label and put it on there, make it look like it actually existed 30 years ago. So that was just an idea I had as a kid. And then when I started this band, I thought we could actually do that and put something in it to store our music. So it was sort of like throughout my life, it kind of just evolved into what this is.
That's really dope, actually. That's really dope. Again, that's one of my favorite things I've seen at this. And there's a lot of stuff here. That's easily one of my favorite things. Now, here's a toughie. I need each of you to tell us what your favorite game system of all time is. Tough, right?
On the
I'll
spot.
start from over here.
All right.
I'm gonna say PC.
PC. Okay, that's fair. You play everything then. Pretty much. What about you?
PlayStation.
PlayStation 1. Okay.
I would have to say PlayStation 1.
PS1.
It's a toss-up between Nintendo 64 and GameCube.
Oh man.
It's just showing our ages, basically. Super Nintendo. It's close between Super Nintendo and N64. I was a Nintendo boy, but I spent most of my formative years with Super Nintendo. Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's 64.
One last thing before we go. Do me a favor. Let everybody who's watching know where they can go to find your music, get in contact with you, anything you got, social, networked-wise, let them know where they can find it all.
So we got these handy little flyers here, which actually, this isn't the best one. There's another one over there. Dang it. Sorry. We have at Super Soul Bros, not brothers, but at Super Soul Bros on all social media. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Vine, Snapchat, Twitch. And so if you want to tag us on anything, just do at Super Soul Bros, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. And then on YouTube, it's just youtube.com/Super Soul Bros, twitch.tv/Super Soul Bros. Real easy. And then if you go to supersoulbros.com, that'll get you in touch with where to buy our albums, as well as just upcoming shows and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Seriously, greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been us, MAGFest 2016, Super Soul Bros, not brothers.
Get it right.
Not brothers. It's bros. We're out. Toodles and loos.
Loading snacks.